I love making something out of nothing. I'm not trained, but I am brave and determined. Of course, I could hire a professional, but DIY first.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be walking around the exterior of my house so that I can plan and organize what outdoor projects I need to do this spring. We are planning to have some events this summer, and so there are certain projects that I want to make sure I get done before those events take place if possible. So I'm not really going to put too much pressure on myself to try to like force anything, but I'll just see what I can get done. I know there are some projects that must be done and some that are maybe optional or can maybe wait until later. So the first thing that I know I need to do is reinstall the outside windows of the front of the house. We have the inside wood windows that are original to the house, and then we have exterior storm windows. And so last year when I painted these windows black to match the ones on the patio, I took out the glass and screen sections of the exterior windows and I never did anything with them. So they are still sitting in the house, and some are in the garage waiting to be painted and reinstalled, and I just never did. So that's one of the things that I'm going to make sure I do this spring. Obviously the flower bed needs to be refreshed, and I have a couple of bushes that are like on their last leg, looks like they're really struggling. So I may dig them out, but if I do, that's gonna leave a gap. So I don't know if I'll be able to like dig up all of them and like reposition them. I do want to move the bushes closer to the outside of the flower bed. I think those are daylilies, to give them more room to expand, even though they only bloom for about 2 weeks or 3 weeks in the summer. Still, it's really cramped and there's a big gap between the bushes and the outside of the flower bed. So I think I would like to move the bushes out some, or put in some additional flowers to fill out the front part, which that may make more sense. Also, on the front porch area, we just kind of need to clean up some things. There's a light fixture up here that was never touched. It at least needs to be cleaned, maybe cleaned and repainted or replaced. Okay, this area is the area that goes into the kitchen, and this is also under the carport. So this area hasn't been touched, but this is one of the exterior doors that has not been painted, and none of the white doors on the inside of the house have been painted either, but they do need to be painted. These wires are still around the house that need to be taken down, and thinking about adding string lights under the carport and down the front of the house, solar powered ones, so we don't have to worry about electrical. Maybe we'll see. We'll think about that and then make a decision later. But I do want to get this old cable line and all of that stuff down, and potentially do something like something in this area here, because this is an opportunity. I can see, I don't know that how we would use this, but I could see putting something here like a bench and maybe some kind of DIY art installation or something like that on this wall, or something over on that side of the door in the corner, maybe a tree or something. I mean, when the truck is here, it doesn't matter, but if my truck is gone, you can see this area clearly, and I mean, it would maybe look nice to have something there. I don't know. Is that overkill? Maybe that's too much. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Like, should that be a thing? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So now this is the patio area. You can see the garage behind me, and this is the area where we did the concrete. We did the concrete overlay to fix this area. Over here by the fence is where I want to install like a outdoor kitchen or outdoor grill station. We don't actually have a barbecue grill. We have a fire pit that you can use like a barbecue grill, but we would rather have something that's like actually dedicated for that. So that will go where this compost bin is, kind of in that general area. So for now until we get ready to actually do the fence permanently. I may want to figure out some kind of temporary way to increase the privacy along this area for when we're entertaining or something like that. So I'm gonna think about that and figure out how to do that, what I need to do to make that happen. Obviously the patio area will need to be refreshed and, you know, cleaned up. There's a little bench over here that we picked up off the side of the road that I need to do some things to if we're going to keep it out here. It's not made for exterior use, I don't think that's exterior fabric, but I mean, it was just on the side of the road, so it's just been sitting there. It's not actually out in the elements, but we just picked it up and put it there. We didn't even clean it, so we'll need to do something with that, figure something out with that, and just reset this area. I'm thinking about making some side tables maybe for this area, just some places where you can sit a drink down or put your phone down if you want to. I mean, we have the coffee table here, but I think it's nice to have a place to just like beside you. You can put your drink down. And also we use citronella torches in the summer because of the mosquitoes, and they kind of help deter the mosquitoes or repel them. So I would like to be able to place more of them around in this area so we can maybe use it more often. So that's something I'm thinking about doing as well. So we'll see. Again, with all of these projects, we'll just see how they go. I also have some ideas for like outdoor decor, which may or may not happen. We'll see. So I have lots of plans for this back porch area. There are lots of things that need to be done in terms of repairs and things like that. Some of these things I think I will probably have to hire a professional to do, but there are other things that I can do temporarily in this space to make it more functional and make it a space that we will actually want to use more often than we do. So what I'm thinking, obviously we need to clean up everything. There is some painting and stuff like that that we need to do, but down at the end of the porch area, I think I want to create another type of privacy screen or something like that at the end of the porch area, because that seems feasible. That seems like something that I could DIY with no problem. So we'll see if I'm able to come up with a design or something like that that would be easy to do and maybe even removable for when we get the fence put up on that side. Obviously there's lots of cleaning and pressure washing and things like that that need to happen. I'm thinking about eventually putting ceiling fans, like exterior ceiling fans back here, which may also help to increase the utilization of this area and make it more functional. So obviously the windows are not painted, the door is all rusty, it's not painted. So there are lots of little projects, things that can be done to bring this area up to the standard of the front of the house and the patio, just with paint alone. So definitely those things need to happen. Pressure washing needs to happen, and then we'll just see from there what other things we can do. And also Corey and I have decided that we are going to try to clean these gutters this spring, so we'll see if that actually happens. Another area that I may give some attention to is this garage area back here, because well, the garage in general in different places around the house needs siding work to be done, but again, I may have to hire somebody to do that. I don't know. I'll do some research to see if that might be something I can do myself, but in the meantime I may do something to make this area look pretty decor wise or something. I don't know what, but this looks like an opportunity to bring some life to this area, so we'll see what that ends up looking like. And my black-eyed Susies are planted along here. They should be be up in time for May, I think. So you know, that always makes this area look nice. And then the last area is obviously this area back here. That's the garden over there, which may or may not have already been expanded by the time you see this. I don't know, but there's a plan to expand this area. Corey moved that stuff, so it looks all jumbled up because he moved it and put it back, but he just put it back any type of way. So I'll need to reset those things, and then also decide for the expanded areas of that where everything needs to go. And probably by May, hopefully, stuff will be growing over there, and like we'll have food growing. We'll see. I'm still learning, but obviously this whole fence needs to be torn down. So we have lots of outdoor projects to do, and we'll see how far we get with those things. Again, everything I'm talking about is gonna be like money, so we'll see. I probably should make a budget. Maybe a good idea to do that, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyway, that's one other thing I'm thinking about is that corner. Okay, on the camera it just looks like one continuous fence, like my raggedy, terrible looking fence, and then the nice new fence there. But that's actually a corner. You maybe you can see the chain link fence that comes up from there. But I'm thinking about doing something when we get the fence put in, doing something in that corner to like utilize that corner as well. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to put there, but some form of a quote-unquote patio situation. Not necessarily concrete though. So I'm thinking that that area could potentially be where we keep the fire pit, or maybe some hammocks, or a bench with flowers. I don't know, but something. So anyway, we got a lot of work to do on the exterior of the house. In my area, it gets pretty brutally hot in July and August. So I need to really sit down and decide which projects I want to try to do by May and which ones will be done later. We'll just see how it goes. That's a lot of work, and I'll do my best. So if y'all have suggestions or things that you think may work, or you have some tips, I am open to your feedback, and some of your feedback may actually make the cut. We'll see, because I have not decided everything yet. So I guess that's it for now, and I need to get to planning and get to work. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.